Good afternoon, my dear children. I hope you are all fine. I wholeheartedly welcome to this online class. Yesterday we had a discussion on the merits and demerits of mixed economy and three sector models. As far as the examination point of concern, the merits and demerits of capitalism, socialism, and mixedism are very essential. And also demerits should be known to you. So both merits and demerit should be learned and known to you because these are the areas where they find place in the question paper. That is why I stress this point, knowing the merits and demerits of all the three sectors of the economy. You already know the merits of mixed economy, rapid economic growth, balanced economic growth, economic equality, proper utilization of resources, special advantages to the society, merits. Then demerits, lack of coordination, competitive attitude, inefficiency, and improper utilization of resources. So these are the demerits that are found in mixed economy. Then we analyzed three sector model. There are three types of economic models in circular flow of economy or in circular flow of income. The first is two sector model. Two sector model is only a simple economy with two sectors, households and firm sector. Then three sector model. Three sector model or circular flow of income in three sector model is the household sector, firm sector and government sector. It is for a mixed or closed economy with these three sectors. So in addition to households and firm sectors, the government sector is added or the government sector is included. So that is three sector model. The last is four sector model in circular flow of income. So household sector, firm sector, then government sector, lastly external sector. Okay. This four sector economy is really existing in this world. This is the only sector that is adopted and followed in all the countries. You can have a doubt and you can also raise questions or you can shoot the questions to me. Why these two sector model or three sector models are not followed in developed countries? Whatever the defect in the economy can be adopted and they can easily rectify. So this doubt you can have. The thing is, if the developed countries follow only two sector model or three sector model, then that country will sink in economic life. The country will go down and the people will suffer a lot and there won't be economic life in the society. That is the reason why these two two sector model and three sector models are not adopted. The four sector model is only accessible, and this is the only model of economy which is suitable to apply for the benefits or welfare of the people in the society. That is why we say that the four sector model is the real one which still exists. Okay. Now, apart from this circular flow of the income, we have to see this a comparison of the features among the three types of economies, such as capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy. You have already learned the features, merits, and demerits of capitalistic or capitalism, socialism, and mixedism. But the part which is going to be, uh, you know, uh, shook at is very, very important from the examination point of view. Since this syllabus has been defined and started following in the curriculum of our state, in every public examination question paper, you can find this question. Compare the features among capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy. There is no question paper without this 5 mark question. That is why I stress this point and I emphasize the impact of this question or this part, which is always placed in the question paper. That is the comparison of the features among the economies such as capitalism, socialism, and mixedism. Now, let us see the features. How these features are compared with other economies. Now, first, let us talk about this the ownership of means of production. As far as this feature is concerned, what is the level of this feature which is followed in capitalism, socialism, and mixedism? In capitalist economy, the ownership of means of production is private. What about in socialist economy? The ownership of means of production is public. The government has all the means of production. The government owns all the means of production. So here, the private, here is public or government. Whereas in mixed economy, it is entirely different. Different in the sense both socialism and capitalism. That means what type of ownership of means of production is followed in capitalism and socialism or combinedly followed in capitalism. That means what? Both private sector, private sector ownership and public sector ownership. It is not only one ownership of means of production followed in mixedism. In mixed economy, we find both private means of production and public means of production. Understood? So that is what the first feature states. As far as the second feature of these types of economy is concerned, economic motive. Economic motive in the sense how the economically profitable in the society, whether this is beneficial to the society economically or loss, whether it gives social welfare or profit only. In capitalistic sector and capitalist economy, the golden rule for a producer is what? To maximize profit. What is the feature is given here? Economic motive. Economic motive here, profit in capitalist economy. Okay, profit is the main motto of the capitalist economy in the economic sense or economically. That is why this feature correctly states that the feature motive or that is economic motive of capitalist economy is profit. The economic motive of socialist economy is social welfare. Okay. Then what is the economic motive of mixed economy? Here the same. What we have already seen in the first feature, ownership of means of production. What type of means of production followed in capitalist economy and the type of economy, the type of ownership of means of production followed in socialist economy are combinedly stated in mixed economy or combinedly followed in mixed economy. So, economic motive. What type of economic motive or what is the economic motive of mixed economy? Here, both profit motive and social welfare. Here, private, both private and public or government enterprise. So, private enterprise and public enterprise combine together to carry out economic activities in mixed economy. So, as far as the second feature of these types of economies are concerned, profit is the main motto. Profit is the economic motive of the capitalist economy, and the social welfare is the economic motive of socialist economy. Both profit and social welfare are the features of economic motive. Okay, so the economic motive of the mixed economy is profit and social welfare. The next feature of these economies are concerned solution of the central problems. Here, the private free market system, free market system. Here, central central planning system, whereas here for free market and central planning system. You see, we have already seen that in mixed economy, the merits and demerits of capitalism, merits and demerits of socialism are mixed, then it is called as a mixed economy. These are the things that we see in mixed economy. You see, the solution of central problem. This is also one of the features. Now, how this feature is found in capitalist economy, socialist economy, and the mixed economy. The solution of central problem is free market in capitalist economy. There is total freedom to the consumers, producers, as well as individuals. Since total freedom is given, it is called the free market economy or the free market system. So, free market system is in capitalist economy, and the central planning system is found in socialist economy. In mixed economy, we find both free market system and a central planning system. These are the features found in mixed economy. Then the fourth feature of this economy is concerned, government role. As far as this feature is concerned, the government role is very essential. Whether the government role is adopted, whether there is 100% government role or government intervention in all the economies, whether there is less government intervention or the government takes care of, the government take care of is only in mixed economy. So these doubts arise. To clear these doubts, we can say that the government role for capitalist economy is very less. There is no government intervention, but J.M. Keynes stressed and they emphasized that there should be government role since there is the problem of the economy. All the economies have general problems, unemployment, poverty, even other non-economic problems. But to solve these problems, there are solutions. Okay, but here, there one sector is needed to look after all the features and solving all the problems. That is government role. As far as capitalist economy is concerned, there is no government role. That is why it is called free economy, free market system. So the government role here is here, the government role in capitalist economy is only limited. And the socialist economy, so complete involvement. As far as government role is concerned, there is internal regulation. Internal regulation. Internal regulation only. Whereas in socialist economy, the role of government is complete. That is complete, complete involvement. Complete involvement is there. Which complete involvement? The government's involvement. The government's complete involvement is there in the socialist economy. What about mixed economy? In mixed economy or under mixedism, we have only limited, limited role, not major role. Only limited role is adopted in mixed economy. So as far as the feature of the government role is concerned, internal regulation only in capitalist economy. Complete involvement, the complete responsibility is found in capitalist economy. In mixed economy, the government role is only limited. That is why it is mentioned limited role. Then comes income distribution. How the income is distributed in all the economies. Whether the income is distributed equally, whether there is inequalities of income and wealth, whether there is 100% perfection in the distribution of income, whether there is widening, inequality between rich and poor. All these points arise as far as this picture is concerned, that is income distribution. Income distribution is unequal, unequal in capitalist economy. Income distributed, income distributed equally in socialist economy, that is equal. Income distributed not unequally. Here, the less unequal, that means here also we find the stage of the income distribution less unequal, less unequal. Here, there is also problem in the mixed economy from the future of the income distribution is concerned. But it is clearly known that income is distributed unequally in capitalist economy. The income distribution is done well, that is equally provided in socialist economy, whereas in mixed economy there is less unequal. Equality is there, but not 100%. 40% of the people get the equal income, whereas the 60% of the people do not get equal income. There we find the inequality of income. Okay, that is why we see here the less unequal income. Next feature of this economics are concerned, economic freedom, nature of enterprise. What type of enterprise is adopted in all the three types of economy? Nature of enterprise. Next, economic freedom. Then last is major problem. Here is as far as the enterprise is concerned, there are the differences that are found in enterprise. So both, whether this is a private enterprise, public enterprise, or the government or state enterprise. Here you can see, while talking about this nature of enterprise, we find the private enterprise. Then government enterprise is found in socialist economy. Then both private enterprise and government or state enterprise. Have you understood this point? As far as this feature is concerned, that is nature of enterprise. The private enterprise is found in capitalist economy. Public enterprise is given prime importance in socialist economy, and mixed economy has both private enterprise and the government or state enterprise. Then the seventh feature of the economics are concerned. The seventh feature of this capitalistic, socialistic, and mixed economy is concerned. there is freedom. Whether the freedom is given 100%, there is complete freedom, or is there any restriction given the freedom available to the consumers, producers, or to the society? Yes, the freedom is given not equally. In capitalist economy, economic freedom, economic freedom is given. That is complete, complete freedom. Where or in which type of economy? Capitalist economy. In the beginning, you have learned that the total freedom is given. Total freedom is given to an individual to undertake any occupation or develop a skill. An individual can produce any commodity at any place. This statement refers to what? This statement reflects the freedom, economic freedom. So in capitalist economy, economic freedom is given 100%. There is complete economic freedom given in capitalist economy. Whereas in socialist economy, there is no such freedom for the private. Only public sector is given freedom. So that is why the freedom of the economic or the economic freedom is concerned in socialist economy, it lacks, that is lack of freedom, want of freedom in socialist economy. The freedom is not sufficient. The freedom is not given to the private sector. Private sector is prevented from enjoying economic freedom in socialist economy. So that is lack of freedom under socialist economy. Under mixedism, what is the role of economic freedom? Here, the economic freedom is limited. So that is limited freedom. Here, limited role. Which role? Government role. Government role is limited in mixed economy. As far as economic freedom is concerned, it is also limited. Okay, so economic freedom is limited in mixed economy, whereas in capitalist economy, there is full freedom, there is complete economic freedom given. Next, or the last feature of these economies is major problem. Uh, Even yesterday, uh, we saw the demerits. Third demerit of the mixed economy is inefficiency. One of the demerits of capitalism, inequality. Okay, you see, the major problem of these economies here, inequality. The distribution of income and wealth is not distributed or provided or given equally. That is inequality in capitalist economy. Under socialist economy, the resources are not used efficiently. That is inefficient use of the resources. This is also one of the demerits of socialist economy. Then what about mixed economy? Mixed economy has both inefficiency and inequality. Inefficiency and inequality. Under socialist economy, there is only one major problem. What is that? That is inefficiency. In capitalist economy, there is only one major problem. What is that? That is inequality. Whereas under mixed economy, there are two problems found or inequality and inefficiency. These both are mentioned under mixed economy. You see how the mixed economy is affected. Okay, so these are the features compared with the other economies. How the features are compared among capitalism, socialism, and mixedism. What is the first one? Ownership of means of production. Ownership of means of production, that is private. Private means of production, public means of production or government means of production, and in mixed economy both private and public means of production. Number two, economic motive. Economic motive, that is profit. Profit under capitalist economy. Social welfare is given prime importance in capital socialist economy, and both profit and social welfare are given the prime importance of the society in mixed economy. The next is solution of central problem. There is free market system under capitalist economy. Central planning system is adopted in socialistic economy. Here, under mixed economy, both are adopted. There is free market system and the public or central planning system. Then comes government role. Government role. As far as government role is concerned, it is, you see, internal regulation only. When this part was taken, I specifically mentioned this point. Though all the resources are owned by the private sector in the capitalist economy, there are essential services provided. There are essential parts or sectors where the government intervention is needed in capitalist economy or defense, public health, education, etc. Okay, so that is the reason the government role only internal regulation only. Whereas in socialist economy, the government role is complete or 100%. That is complete involvement. In mixed economy, only limited. Government has limited role under mixed economy. Then comes income distribution. Income distribution has the bad feature, that is bad thing of capitalist economy, unequal. In socialist economy, it is equal, and in mixed economy, it is less unequal. Then nature of enterprise. Here is private enterprise, and in socialist economy, this is a government enterprise, and in mixed economy, it is both private enterprise and state enterprise. Next is economic freedom. There is complete freedom available in socialist economy. under capitalist economy, under socialist economy, there is lack of freedom. In mixed economy, the freedom is limited. As how the government role is limited, the same limited is given in the economic freedom. Then last major problem, inequality. Inequality is the major problem of capitalist economy, and inefficiency is the major problem of socialist economy. But mixed economy has both inefficiency and inequality. Understood? So this is very important part. Very important part from the public examination point of view, because this is the 5 mark category which is asked in every public examination. If you refer the previous question papers, in addition to the current public examination question paper, you can find its place in all the question papers. Compare the features among capitalism, socialism, and mixedism. Then we move to the next chapter, national income. So with this comparison, the first chapter gets over. Okay, so let us recall what are the points that you have learned. The first is the basic concepts of macroeconomics, the meaning of macroeconomics. Next is the importance of macroeconomics, then scope of macroeconomics, limitations of macroeconomics. Then comes the sector model. Before that, the economic system, the economic model, the economic system, and there are three types of economic systems. Before that, there are three types of circular flow models. Okay. Now, the major types of economic models are, the one is supply demand models, and the second thing is the circular flow models, then third is Smith models. But in our syllabus, circular flow models are added. Okay. Now, as far as the economic model is concerned, there are three types of two-sector model, three-sector model, and four-sector model. Regarding these types of economic systems, that is socialist economy, capitalist economy, and mixed economy, there we find their features, merits, and demerits. Then lastly, we have seen that the comparison of the features among these three types of economies. Understood? So these are the areas where you have to focus your much attention to understand all the important concepts of macroeconomics and the concepts of the other theories. Other theories in the sense economic models. Okay. So I think I find insufficient time to handle the second chapter. Anyhow, let me give an introduction of this second chapter, national income. Actually, national income provides the comprehensive the factors of the economic condition, and it provides the an instrument of the economy. If you take national income of any country which is higher, then it is called the developed country. If the national income of any country is middle, then it is called developing country. If the national income of any country is below or low, then it is called underdeveloped country or undeveloped country. All the world countries are classified only on the basis of national income. This is the first and foremost parameter to measure the standard and the development of the economic conditions of a country. If a country is called a developed country, then its national income should be higher. That is why the world countries have been classified on the basis of the national income. That is why national income is an instrument of measuring the national capacity. Understood? And this, national income serves as the real measure of the resources of a country. National income gives the correct panel of the economic development of a country. Whether the country grows or not, then we have to refer national income. A country grows one side, on the other side, national income grows. The national income is low, then the economic life of the people comes down. This is how the national income is very important to measure the economic development of any nation. Okay, thank you, my dear children, for your patience listening to this online class. Take much patience, otherwise, you will become patient. So, that is why you read all the important points that are discussed in this online class. Please keep all these points in your mind. Remember these points, and you note down whatever the concept that you don't understand or you are not able to follow. Please note down that can be clarified in physical classrooms. Thank you.